So we'll call the regular council meeting of Monday, March 17th, 2025 to order. Welcome everyone to the meeting this evening. We begin as always with the acknowledgement of treaties of peace and friendship. We like to begin by acknowledging that the land on which we gather is the traditional unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq peoples. This territory is covered by the treaties of peace and friendship, which Wolastoqiyik, Mi'kmaq, and Passamaquoddy peoples first signed with the British Crown in 1726. The treaties did not deal with surrender of lands and resources, but in fact recognized Mi'kmaq and Wolastoqiyik title and established the rules for what was to be an ongoing relationship between nations. Thank you, Walawan. Next is the oath of office. We do hereby accept the office of council and will faithfully, impartially discharge to the best of our ability the duties of the office as may imposed upon us by law. Moment of reflection, Deputy Mayor.
Moment of reflection for March 2025. Beatrice Pete of Beldoon, Mona McGuinness, formerly of Nash Creek.
A moment of silence, please. Thank you. Next is the adoption of the agenda. Do we have any changes to the agenda? If not, then can I get a motion or can I get a mover for -26?
M 2025-03-17-26 that the agenda be adopted as presented.
Can I get a seconder?
I'll second it.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion passed. Any council member who has a statement of conflict of interest, please register with the clerk. And the adoption of minutes from the meeting of February 3rd and February 24th respectively. Can I get a mover for -27?
M 2025-03-17-27 that the minutes of the Committee of Whole Council meeting of February 3rd, 2025 and the regular meeting of February 18th, 2025 be adopted as presented.
Seconder?
I'll second it.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion passed. Statements of members of council. I don't see any there. Administration reports.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So we have the social environmental grant report for March 2024. There's motion 28. One grant request did come in. Just for a point of clarity for council, this is the Dalhousie Young Timers Hockey Tournament, formerly the Rod Harkwell Tournament. So the amount that was put into place here was the same contribution that was made in 2024.
Can I get a mover for -28?
M 2025-03-17-28 that the grant report for March 2025 be accepted as presented and recommendations approved for the following grants. $250 for the Dalhousie Young Timers Hockey Team.
Seconder?
I'll second.
On the question. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Motion passed. Are you taking financial?
Okay, and we'll move on to the financial report. So there's motion number 29. For the financial reports, we had a balance carried forward for January 2025 of $994,891.48. Deposits of $15,772.67. E-transfer payments of $71,196. We had GNB direct deposit of $376,099.31. No money transferred from the gas tax fund. We had interest revenue of $2,847. Checks issued from February 1st to 28th, we had $169,235 $154,946.09. Accounts payable direct payments of $154,348.67. We had one check return for $750, a direct payment to Service New Brunswick for $10, and direct payment to workers' health and safety compensation for $2,920.18. Bank charges of $58.85. Outstanding checks for January, $254,930.73. For February, $102,411.65. That leaves us with a current account balance for February 28th of $980,964.59. We have $2,987,174.47 in the capital reserve, and the capital operating reserve balance of $229,541.04. Gas tax fund balance is $766,116.28. Accounts payable of $82,864.62, and accounts receivable of $85,145.72. There's a motion 29 to accept the financial reports.
Can I get a mover for said motion?
M 2025-03-17-29, that the financial report be accepted as presented and the accounts payable be paid.
Yeah, seconder?
I'll second it.
On the question? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion passed. Nothing under bylaws and policies that I see. So next we go to motions and resolutions. First one is the 9.1 Public Works pickup truck approval. Can I get a mover before we discuss?
M 2025-03-17-30, that the Council of the Village of Beldoon approve the purchase of a 2025 Ford F-250 4x4 crew cab pickup truck from Hathaway Ford in the amount of $67,825 plus HST.
Seconder?
I'll second it.
On the question? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion passed. Digital signage. So we have a motion for that as well. Can I get a mover?
M 2025-03-17-31, that Council of the Village of Beldoon approves the purchase of a digital sign from Dynamiscon Solution in the amount of $45,050 plus HST to be located at the Municipal Hall at 2471 Main Street.
Seconder?
I'll second it.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion passed. Postage meter lease. -32. Mover, please.
2025-03-17-32, that the Council of the Village of Beldoon accepts the lease agreement between Pidney Bowes and the Village of Beldoon, and the mayor and clerk sign the agreement.
Seconder?
I'll second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion passed. 9.4, amended Smear Road West resolution. Do we have a sorry, I'm just going to ask for a mover.
M 2025-03-17-33. Whereas Beldoon Council has held a public information session on January 16, 2025 to hear the concerns from the residents of Beldoon regarding the impact of a potential quarry trucking, and whereas these concerns have been heard by the Council of the Village of Beldoon from those in attendance, be it resolved that all construction work on Smear Road West stop immediately unless there is an emergency, example flooding, until the developer of the quarry located on PIDs number 20853396 and 20673-109 is in compliance with all the regulations required to operate a quarry as set by the standards of the province of New Brunswick and the Chaleur Regional Service Commission, and the compliance of these regulation standards and any conditions are verified in writing from the province of New Brunswick and the Chaleur Regional Service Commission, and the consultation with First Nations has been completed.
Can I get a seconder? Can I get a seconder? Once, twice, 3 times, no seconder, no motion to the table. General correspondence.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. For correspondence in, we had the SBC report for February 2025. We had the Chaleur Regional Service Commission building permit report for February 2025. We had the Universal Rail System track inspection report for February 2025. Correspondence out, we had the supporting letter that went out for the Beta Chaleur bid for the 2029 Congrès Mondial Acadien. And we received a thank you note from the Campbellton Fire Brigade and RCMP for the donation to the Pierre Arsenault Francois Levesque Hockey Day fundraiser. That's it for correspondence.
There's no closed session, so can I get an adjournment motion?
M 2025-03-17-34, that the meeting adjourn at 7:12.
Can I get a seconder?
I'll second it.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion passed, meeting adjourned.